If you have ever felt that something is wrong with the world, something that others seem not to notice, stop everything now and watch until the end. This is not a coincidence. You are here for a reason. This may be the call you have been waiting for. Imagine carrying an uncomfortable clarity, as if you were awake in the middle of a sleeping world. While everyone around you seems comfortable with superficiality, you feel an invisible weight, a silent call. Many don't understand, but some, the chosen, are born with this sensitivity. They are not broken. They are awake. It is not uncommon for these people to feel out of place, as if the entire planet were acting out a collective farce. And it is exactly this lucidity that makes them easy targets of frustration, disappointment, and pain. Not because they are weak, but because they see what others refuse to see. These individuals walk through the world perceiving the invisible threads that control reality. They see manipulation disguised as tradition, control behind order, and feel the pain of humanity that easily surrenders to lies. Where most see structure, they see prison. Where others find comfort, they feel unrest. This vision is not learned, it is innate. From an early age, many feel they have a special role but live in constant confusion about how to fulfill it. The feeling is of carrying a huge, sacred purpose without any compass to guide them. The pressure of this unnamed mission can be overwhelming. Being a chosen is not a status, it is a burden. It is living like a phoenix trapped in a cage, feeling the divine flames burning inside, but being forced to follow mundane rules and empty tasks. It is not that they lack strength, what they lack is space to fully exist. Frustration does not come from incapacity but from stagnation. They are beings who feel like spiritual giants being pushed to live inside tiny boxes. They are misunderstood, mislabeled, and often isolated for being too intense. And there is a reason for this intensity. Their emotions are deep. The chosen not only see the pain of others, they feel it as if it were their own. Injustice is not just wrong, it is a sacred wound. Beauty for them can be overwhelming. Love an uncontrollable force. And loss a rupture in the soul. In a society that idolizes superficiality and rejects sensitivity, these beings are often rejected or labeled fragile. But the truth is that the emotional intensity they carry is what connects them with the sacred, with the invisible, with what really matters. They did not ask for this path. They were thrown into it. And now all they want is space to breathe, to live according to what they feel is true. If you identify with these words, do not ignore them. Your journey is not a mistake. It is a calling. And it begins now. Some people simply cannot settle. They cannot stand superficiality, do not accept smiling masks, and refuse to swallow empty conventions. These people were not born to follow rules. They were born to question them. They are the chosen. From an early age, they carry an unusual sensitivity. They cannot just go with the flow. They are those who challenge traditions, investigate intentions, and disturb structures. Where most see normality, they see manipulation. Where everyone celebrates stability, they perceive imprisonment. Their questions cut deep. Why do we do this? Who really benefits? And for that, they are often isolated, judged, or rejected. But this rejection does not stop them. Because their truth is not a pose. It is the essence of who they are. And for that, their mere existence destabilizes entire systems. Their authenticity is revolutionary. They were not made to fit molds, they were made to break them. The problem? The world prefers predictability. And the chosen are anything but predictable. For that reason, they accumulate silent grievances, not because they seek acceptance but because they are tired of justifying their depth. They were instructed to be silent, not to feel so much, not to shine so brightly. But how could they, if that would mean extinguishing what makes them alive? This constant pain does not come from failure. It comes from the struggle to exist fully in a world that rejects raw truth. Society exalts appearance and diminishes vulnerability, making these beings even more displaced. Moreover, their journey is marked by invisible battles. The light they carry makes them targets. They attract both those seeking healing and those driven by shadow. manipulators, emotional vampires, toxic environments. Not because they are weak, but because their presence exposes the false. And it wears them down. Not rarely they build walls, withdraw, fall silent. Not out of anger, but for self-protection. The pain they carry is not in their eyes, but shapes everything inside them. So they carry on. Because they understand that their wound is not punishment. It is training. Their soul is being forged. The world that hurts them so much, paradoxically, is the same one they came to heal. And this brutal contrast between mission and reality fuels their frustration. They want to serve, grow, transform, but live surrounded by distractions, superficiality, and stagnation. While everyone else gets lost in empty routines, the chosen cannot tolerate conformity. Spiritual evolution for them is not a choice. It is a compulsion. This creates a gap. The more they grow, the more they realize few accompany them. They become lonely even when surrounded. And this loneliness is one of the sharpest pains. The burning desire for true connection without masks, without filters, rarely fulfilled. Besides everything else, there is time. For the chosen, it is not just a number. It is urgency. It is mission. It is sacred. They feel every moment slipping away like sand through their fingers. They know they are here to do something great. And they know the window will not stay open forever. This awareness of time breeds impatience. Not with life, but with wasting it. They want to use every minute to transform, awaken, fulfill what their soul promised before birth. They do not fear death. They fear living without purpose. And yes, almost all carry an old pain. Many have experienced trauma from early on. Abandonment, abuse, unstable families. Not as punishment, but as activation. The pain they lived was the catalyst for their awareness. Every scar was a portal. They were not born ready, they were shaped by pain. They are not victims of life. They are spiritual warriors being prepared. And the world, even without knowing it, desperately needs them. If you see yourself in these words, you are among those who came to change the vibration of the earth. Your pain has meaning. Your light has a destiny. If you feel you carry a pain the world does not see, if it seems your sensitivity has become a burden and your intensity isolates you, stop and look carefully. This is not just a video. It is a reminder of what you are. There is something the chosen feel deeply, even when no one around understands. Life could be so much more beautiful, so much more true. They have already touched this beauty. In silent moments, in meditative states, in instants of pure connection with the divine. They have already seen paradise in the touch of the wind, in the calm of solitude, in the love that emanates from within. And when they return to reality, they face a world torn by hurry, illusion, and disconnection. The pain they feel does not come from hate. It comes from love. A love so deep it hurts to see humanity wasting what could be sacred. They do not go mad from weakness. They go mad because they see and can no longer pretend not to. Yes, the chosen feel anger. And it is an anger born from the tiredness of suffering in silence, of carrying pains others can't even imagine, of bleeding inside while continuing to smile outside. Their madness is a cry for justice, not that of courts but of the soul. Many times they were the first to fall so others could rise. They were tested, emptied, undone, and yet they remain. But even they sometimes ask, why me? Why this heavy cross? Why this lonely call? The answer, though painful, is simple, because they remember. They remember what the world forgot. They remember there is something more, something pure, bright, and true. Their anger is sacred. It is the fuel of transformation. It does not destroy, it exposes, it awakens. And this madness many do not understand? It is a portal. It is the space between worlds. It is the wound through which the light enters. So do not be mistaken. Being a chosen is not walking in constant peace. It is walking with open wounds, being pierced by visions few could endure. But these same wounds are channels through which their light manifests. Do not hide them. Do not silence them. You are not broken. You are a living reminder of what life should be. If this truth touched your soul, subscribe. This journey was not meant to be lonely. And if you feel this found you at the exact moment, comment 1111 below. Your pain is sacred. Your vision is rare. And the world will still need your light more than ever.